Today was a tough day for Joel. He was running out of intro ideas. He decided to write a Minecraft poem for the intro. Pigs are pink, chickens are white. Joel is an ogre who can give you a fright. Boo! He likes to make builds for you to watch. He struggles with rhyming. Here's a photo of Notch. I hope you enjoy the build for today. Let's get on with the video. Yas girl, let's slay. So today we are going to be building 5 houses for 5 different YouTubers. Well, technically 6. You'll see in a second. That's it. Let's get building. So our first YouTuber is LD Shadow Lady. You may have heard of her. But before we get into it, you know when you're building on Minecraft and then your Minecraft crashes and you lose all the time-lapse footage you just recorded? No, just me. Well, we lost quite a lot. So it kind of looks like this house has just appeared out of nowhere. Yes, that's right. It's, of course, a pink house. I used some pink concrete plus some quartz blocks to sort of give it a nice little texture on the side. This is actually the back of the house right now. You'll see the front in a second. I decided to add lots of flowers, lots of windowsills, put flower pots on. Plus I built it in a flower forest biome, of course. And I tried to do something that I wouldn't normally build. So I've got this kind of 3-tiered house here. You've got the big section, the middle section, and the side section. And I think it makes a really cool little effect with some flower beds out front. I had a pond in a second. I just wanted to make this thing look as pretty as possible. And I really like the staircase in this. You'll see it here in a second, but it's kind of like a spiral staircase with a twist as it's in this center bit here. And I think it looks really cool. But the rest of the house, I just decorated with the usual stuff, tried to make it look as cute as possible, but rather than explaining the inside, how about I show you with a little house tour coming up right now. So here is the final house, lots of windowsills, lots of flower pots. I tried to make it neat and tidy, of course. Really cool, just really textured. Let's have a look inside though, shall we? So inside, we've got this lovely little water feature. We've got this table here with some flower pots on, some pink shulker boxes, our pink armor. I think you're getting the idea here. Lots of stuff is pink. Even the flowers are pink/purple. Chest, more shulker boxes, our enchanting area. But here's the staircase, which I really, really like. It's kind of got this glass casing on it, and it's a spiral staircase, which you can't really fall off as you go up the stairs to the top floor, which is also very pink. We've got some flowers up here, pink bed, some bookshelves, more shulker box, more pink flowers, and then we've got our cat area with our chest for cat food and cat whatever, fish for the cat to eat. A little water bowl there. I say little, it's double the size of the cat. You probably take a bath in it. But of course, we can't have Lizzie's house without having a little kitten in it, can we? And there you go. The LD Shadow Lady house. Was a bit unsure what to build for this one, but I think I've done a pretty good job. Let me know what you think in those comments below. Next up, we got the conspiracies legend himself, Mr. Shane Dawson. So for this house, I was undecided where I wanted to go for it. I could have gone for something like Gucci and blingy after the Jeffree Star video, or I could go along the conspiracy idea, and that's what I decided to do by building an Illuminati Pyramid. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if Shane would actually want to live here, as it's very green, very big, and very hideous, but I decided to build this anyway. So here you've got the pyramid splitting in half, and you can see I add a big eye to the top of the pyramid, kind of like the Illuminati symbol itself. And then I have all these like sort of sparkly bits and light coming out from the pyramid as it's sort of exploding out across the top of the pyramid. I don't really know how to explain it. Inside, however, I was unsure what to actually build, so I decided I'll just use some references from Shane's videos. So I decided to build him the Diamond Starbucks cup, as you can see here, made out of full diamond with a nice little straw coming out the top of it. I also added in a little pig farm after his famous pig shirt. And for the rest of it, I didn't decorate it much to a theme. I just sort of made a table where he can have his tea, if you know what I mean. And I also made him this massive, extravagant bed, as I feel like that's what he deserves, okay? This extravagancy. But it's kind of hard to see from this time-lapse here, so let's go have a look around for ourselves, shall we? Do-do-do-dun! Here it is, the Illuminati Pyramid. A fitting house for Shane, if I do say so myself. Very weird house, but let's go have a look inside. Here we've got the piggies playing in the pen. Nothing really special about them. They're just oink oink piggies. We've got the enchanting area over here, and here is the bed. Look at this. It's like a 4-poster 8 poster. I don't know what it is, but it's got a nice little bed. Just a single bed, not sure why. And over here we got the chest room, which is looking very nice indeed, very organized. And here we have the tea anyone little table, which you can sit at, have your tea or whatever. And this is the Starbucks cup, which I tried to put like a Starbucks logo on it. Pretty tricky though, pretty tricky. And here is just the top of it. It's just like lots of explosions out and light and stuff everywhere. But I'm really happy with this house. I think it looks really cool. Quite a unique build. Not much more to say about it. Hope Shane likes it. Not that he would ever see this ever. Next up, we have the king of YouTube himself, which is of course PewDiePie. Now, I didn't really know what to build when I was going into this, but eventually I decided, let's just go for a massive bro fist. PewDiePie's logo, I know he doesn't really use it anymore as much as he used to. However, I thought it would make a cool build, and I decided to make a 3D version of it, so it's a house. Easy peasy. But apart from that, I didn't really know what to put for PewDiePie. I decided to go along the Sweden theme, as you'll see inside, but I didn't really want to build a load of memes, which is what PewDiePie's sort of thing is at the moment. I did, however, manage to add some letters in above the bro fist, and those letters, of course, said sub to PewDiePie, because we just need to get that in there. We need him to beat T-Series to that 100 million mark. I think once it's gone past that mark, don't really care, as long as he's the first to 100 mil. Inside, though, you can see I did the Swedish flag for a carpet, and on the outside as well, I decided, you know what, let's just use the letter P to our advantage. So I built some trees that look like the letter P. What do they look like, you wonder? Well, you'll see in a second here. Pretty weird, I'm not gonna lie. They don't really work, but I'm gonna stick with it anyway. I'll show you in more detail what they look like. So here you are, the PewDiePie house. These are the letter P's that I was talking about. Actually don't look too bad. Pretty weird looking, kind of strange, but that's okay. The PewDiePie house from the outside, of course, has got some windows. Very flat on this side, but on the entrance side, not so flat, and looking pretty cool. In the house, we've got some music, because that's really all I could think of to put down here. A P made out of water, it's like a pool, pretty awesome. And then up the stairs, we've got the Swedish flag. I tried to make PewDiePie's chair, and it just doesn't look like it, does it, at all, in any way whatsoever. So there's that. We've got a blue bed, the Swedish flag, and some bookshelves. Pretty simple interior, but I think PewDiePie is quite a simple, humble guy. He doesn't show off his wealth. Instead, he just keeps things simple, and that's why we need to sub to PewDiePie. Our next YouTuber is actually, in fact, YouTubers, and they are Pat and Jen, aka Popular MMOs and Gaming with Jen. Now, this was an interesting one to build, because on one side you have Pat, who is very into his MMOs, like World of Warcraft, has his very grey sort of aggressive looking skin. And on the other side you have Jen, who loves pink things and flowers, kind of very similar to Lizzie in that sense. So I decided to build this multi-house, I like to call it. It's not just one house, it's two houses combined together. So we got the grey castle on the left there, which can be Pat's half, and on the right here we've got Jen's house, which is lovely and pink, made out of those beautiful purple blocks. Very flowery and very lovely indeed, and very bright, whereas on the left we've got the more like, you know, like serious man stuff on the left, you know, like proper Minecraft man stuff. Not sure what I'm saying, to be honest, so I'll shut up now. And although these houses are very contrasting in colours, they actually come together and work quite well. Not sure why, but they do. I did a hedge down the middle to separate them, but I did, however, put the bedroom in the same place and put one pink bed and one light blue bed for Pat. Unless they want to swap and Pat sleeps on the pink and Jen sleeps on the blue. It's up to them. And here is the final build. So it has two entrances, of course. From Pat's side, you've got the fire, the lava, the manly man. And then on this side, you've got all the pink flowers, a lovely little pond, flower beds and everything. Inside, we've got all the tools we'll ever need. We've got like armor, we've got swords, pickaxes, axes, chests, and everything. And then on Jen's side, we've got a lovely little jacuzzi slash bath you can bathe around in. We've got some lovely flowers, some shulker boxes, some flower pots. Everything's just so lovely in here. And then upstairs, we have the pink and blue beds, an anvil on Pat's side and a flower on Jen's side. Lovely. So a very weird house, as it does seem to have two different sides. But a pretty cool house, if I do say so myself. So, yeah, hope Pat and Jen like it. Not that they'll see this either. Our final YouTuber is a handsome YouTuber who is known for his weird intros. That's right, it's myself, Smallishbeans. So I know what you're thinking. It's gotta be Joel, it's gotta be Shrek's Swamp. And for once, you're correct. Normally, I wouldn't actually build this Shrek Swamp, as I think I've built it about 4 times now. However, I decided to go in with a new version of it. I looked at the photo of Shrek Swamp from the movie, and I tried to copy it as much as possible, and I think I did a pretty good job. This is possibly the best Shrek Swamp that I've ever built. It's the most accurate to the picture, and it just looks really cool. We've got the big tree trunk in the middle, it's overgrown with the grass and the leaves, and it looks really good. And of course, it's built in a swamp biome. I've got to fit in with my fellow swamp creatures. Shout out to you slimes if you're there watching. Building the interior of this place, however, was a bit tricky, as I don't know what you put in a swamp. What do you really need? What do I need? I don't really need anything. I just want to build, and I don't like building interiors, so I didn't build an interior. I kind of did, but it's not really a big interior. You'll see it in a second, but we added this little weird fence around the outside, a nice path up to it. Easy peasy, let's have a look around. So here it is in all its glory, a very nice Shrek's house. I'm really happy with this one, it looks really cool, really overgrown, a lot different to the ones I've done in the past. If we head in through the front door here, we've got the bedroom on the left, nice little painting, some chests. We've also got this sort of fire pit here, I'm not sure why. I think it's not meant to be there in the movie, but I've put it here because I thought it looked pretty cool. Some more chests, bookshelves, the basic crafting stuff. And that's really about it. Very basic, but I'm a basic ogre. What can I say? Forgot to add the piece de la resistance. It's perfect. It's perfect. A house fit for a handsome ogre like myself.